Hey, good morning everybody and welcome to Disney's Castaway Cay here in the Bahamas, Disney's own private island. We just got off the Disney Magic cruise ship behind us. We're going to show you all around the private island here and all it has to offer. One of my favorite things to do on the cruise ship is the private island, so we'll show you everything that's good here on Castaway Cay. Unfortunately, the day we're here, it is pretty windy, so there are lots of cancellations. Normally, there's tons and tons of excursions and things like that. Today, there are not. So if you want to do parasailing, banana boat, glass bottoms, unfortunately, you can't. Another great photo up here where you get the Castaway Cay sign and then the ship in the background. You can see Goofy hanging off of it there. You know, a really cool photo op for a lot of people. Ships, the island's filled with things like this. They also have a lot of characters. Quick idea showing off some of the different things you could rent over here from, you know, the Ski-Doo jet skis, heading to the left to a small sailboat, to the ultra awkward aqua trike, which are probably the funniest looking things to see. Lots of different things. You got your standard paddle boats. Lots of things to rent. Obviously not today because it's so windy, but if you're a water sport kind of person, Castaway's got you covered. The kids have their own section of the private island. Scuttle's Cove is home to the kids clubs and various things. We are not children, so we will not be going in there, but they do have one. If you're a fan of Disney characters, plenty of them here on Castaway. And the neat thing is they all wear like different costumes than you'd see in the normal parks and things like that. If they're in swimwear or Bahamas gear, and it's pretty neat. Mount Rustmore is another popular character meet and greet spot. Of course, they got all these buoys themed to the characters and more characters in special outfits. But again, I love the details. Nothing says good beach day relaxing like hammocks, and they've got a whole bunch on the island. Definitely going to do some hammock time later. As with most ports in the Bahamas, here at Castaway, they do have hair braiding, which is, you know, a very popular island tradition. Me being a 31-year-old man with quickly thinning hair, not my thing. Molly, you going to get your hair braided?
No, thank you. It's painful. If they do it right.
It is?
Yeah, it couldn't be.
I had no idea. No, I had long hair at one point. Wanted to do that, never did. Now I will not have that opportunity. In addition to the Disney shop that sells just Castaway's Cay paraphernalia, they do have a more like Bahamas-friendly shop, so more local goods and things like that that you would see in a typical port, like if you went to, you know, Nassau or Freeport and things like that, which is neat for the people like on this cruise we go to Castaway and Key West, so you don't really get the chance to buy that Bahamas goods, but you can at a couple of these different shops over here. So I think it is nice that they have that. Me, I'll probably spend my money in the Castaway store. Unless I need some sweet pink booty shorts. Over here we got Summertime Freeze, which we have this great full-on sort of semi-sand sculpture type guy with a photo op. And then I like this because you've got these frozen drinks, unfortunately non-alcoholic frozen drinks, so they won't be for me. But they've got these great souvenir cups, like you've got Olaf. And then over here, this one I've never seen before, you've got Sven. Neat. Another popular thing they have here on the island is bike rentals, where you can rent bikes. It's $11 an hour. And so that's cool. They got a bunch of pathways and things like that. They go back to, you could bike back to an observation tower area. They also have kid-friendly bikes over there for if you have little children, or small bikes for kids. And then in typical beach fashion, you've got some beach game stuff over here. So things like sand volleyball or even sand soccer. Oh, and
Tetherball.
Tetherball. I don't think that guy knows how to play tetherball. So much like at the Disney theme parks, the Disney Cruise Line personal port, they do have a tram as well. You can take this from the ship to the beach, or from the beach over to the adult beach, and that is what we are going to do now. So you can see here they got a fleet of trams. In fact, they got a bunch of them. Hello. And you can also walk. I don't want to walk, but this is an old landing strip that they used to run illegal drugs on before Disney brought the island. But so it's pretty neat. Welcome to Serenity Bay, which is the adults only beach here on the Disney Cruise Line. It's Castaway Cay, and I love it. This is very peaceful, very relaxing. They do have bars of service and waiters that go around. They also have a bar way down there, and it's it's awesome. It's, you know, your complete tropical paradise like you see on the commercials. I like getting off the ship a little bit earlier and then walking down towards the end of the beach. And it's a little bit more, you know, peaceful, a little bit more like you're on your own. See some pelicans or something hanging out over there. so far away my camera doesn't really want to focus on them, but I'm pretty sure those guys are pelicans. And it's cool to go hang out in the water and just really relax, have some drinks, maybe take a nap. Again, hammock time. So I definitely like this part of the island. Super relaxing. Time now for lunch on the island, which we decided to eat at the Serenity Bay Barbecue. It's the area that's it's right near the adult beach, so the barbecue's over here. The entrance to the adult beach is right over there, and obviously you get to the kids' beach is way down that way. So it's more of a peaceful area. And it's awesome. Normally you think like barbecue kind of food, not the super high quality you would expect from a cruise ship, but it's awesome. And it just, you could tell the smell from like throughout the beach once they start serving. As you can see, the smoke. I'm not sure if the smoke comes off on camera, but the smoke is plentiful. And I'll give you an idea of what they serve here is hamburgers, hot dogs, ribeye steak, roasted chicken, Cajun mahi-mahi, barbecue porkers, and it's all made pretty much, a lot of it fresh to order, like it'll be prepped, but then they'll finish it off on the grill with these guys here.
Alien, not human, alien.
And it's great. I mean, it does get a little smoky over there, but the food is amazing. I had a great ribeye steak. Second time I've been to Castaway, second time I had an awesome steak, so it's my favorite. That's what I recommend. Now, from what might be my favorite part of Castaway Cay, that's the Heads Up bar here, which is a wonderful bar, full service bar. You can see Molly sitting over there drinking. But the thing I love about it is you turn around and you just get this incredible view. You get the cruise ship in the distance, and you're out here on what it looks like, kind of like a boardwalky pier kind of thing, and it's really nice. As much as I love drinking in the adult in Serenity Bay, this I find more relaxing just because you get to sit down and you have this view of everything. Also, while I'm over here, it'd be a good time to talk to you about one of my favorite activities on the island, and that is the snorkeling adventure. You have the option of either bringing your own snorkel gear or renting some from Disney, but you have a giant lagoon. You also have a protected lagoon, so things like sharks and more dangerous fish like that can't come in. And the coolest part for me is they sink buoys in. I'm not sure if I can see any of them, but they're there, like over here. Like anytime you see a buoy, that means go swim towards the buoy because something cool is sunk in there. And I'm a huge fan of the Disney parks, and they actually have a full-size 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine sunk in there in the lagoon for fish to swim around. And I think that's the coolest thing. You know, it's a ride I went on at Walt Disney World when I was like 5, and you know, closed in the early 90s, but still sort of lives on here at Castaway because it's a prop for fish to swim in and out of. And there's other things. There's character statues, and there's a big sunken ship, and lots of tropical fish can swim in and out, and it's a really an awesome time. So that's something I do recommend. Also, a little bit of word of advice: bring your own snorkel gear. If you rent them from Disney, I think it's like $30. But if you bring your own, they'll give you a snorkel vest, the floaty vest, so you don't have to worry about swimming the whole time. And I believe they'll give you that for free. And even if you just have the mask and the snorkel, it'll be a lot cheaper to just rent the flippers than it will be the other part. So it's a word of advice to you. You know, do that from the beginning. But I am gonna go back to having my beverage here at the Heads Up bar. Greetings from Pelican Plunge, the 2 water slides over here on the Castaway Cay, and it's super fun. I love, first of all, that there's a big drop off between the slide and there, so you think it's kind of a normal water slide, but then you jump, you end up in the ocean. And trust me, you do have to be a swimmer because it is deep water. You come out of those water slides, you're kind of disoriented and you can't touch the bottom, so it's kind of a weird feeling. But it's also a fun little area. They almost got a splash bucket, kind of tipping bucket area for kids, and it's neat. And it's also so cool that you're on a water slide in the actual ocean, which is something you can't say you get to do very often. And they're legit water slides. This is like something you'll find in a small-scale water park. Really, pretty fun. The enclosed one goes much faster than the one that's not enclosed. Let's see if we get another shot of people coming out of them there. Show you how much you fly out. Like if you go a full water slide dart style, you could really come shooting out of the enclosed one. Anyway, one of my favorite things here on the ship, if you have kids, it's probably going to be one of their favorites as well. Definitely dig it. Over here on Family Beach on the island, they have got this great play structure for kids featuring rope bridges and cargo nets and, you know, different ropes you can try to challenge by seeing if you can make it all the way across. Really fun. Kind of challenging, kind of fun. Another great thing for kids to do, and adults too. Give it a whirl. It's not easy. Now we're over here by Shade Games, which is home to a bunch of different things, whether it be shuffleboard, or you can play like basketball free throw toss, which is kind of cool because it's like a set up like a arcade style Pop-A-Shot, except they have a full length one. You can play some billiards, giant checkers. If you didn't get enough foosball and ping pong on the ship, you can play some over here. So that's the games area. Over here in Montrose Point, you've got an interesting thing with like a giant whale skeleton where the kids can go in and dig. And I think they do a big activity over here as well for the little kids. But you know, something I didn't even know existed here. It's in the back, like behind the food sheds. It wouldn't be a Disney thing if there was not a gift shop, and there's a couple different gift shops here on the island featuring all sorts of Castaway Cay merchandise. Everything from, you know, your typical dad shirts to kids' toys. It's a great selection of towels, you know, ladies' dresses, beach bags, all sorts of stuff. Fancy lady hats. And it's just actually a decent selection of merchandise. Nothing I bought besides a postcard, but you know, I think a lot of people spend money here. Over here is the post office here at Castaway Cay, which is really, really neat because you get to send a postcard from the Bahamas to whoever you want, and it gets the Bahamas postmark on it. You get to send it with a Bahamian stamp. Be advised, they only have cash in there, so you got to use cash. You can't use your key to the world card, but it's really neat. Also, it's a popular character meet and greeting spot earlier in the day, but I always bring a couple bucks, send some postcards home, and they kind of take like, sometimes it'll take like a month to get from the Bahamas to the USA, so not only is it cool to send the postcard with the stamps and everything, but see how long it takes. Well, that'll do it for our day here on Castaway Cay, Disney's private island. From Bob Chapek, Master Shipbuilder. If you don't know, Bob Chapek's the president of Disney's Parks and Resorts division. And that'll do it. I had a great day. I love the private island. It's always my favorite stop on any of the cruise ships. And Castaway is great. I mean, the snorkeling for me is a highlight. The food is wonderful. The bars are great, not too overpriced or anything. It's a wonderful time. Absolutely 100% a wonderful time. Molly, what do you think?
It's my favorite destination. There's so many activities to do, both family and adults. We didn't even go to the observation tower, so you pretty much have to rent a bike.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so much to do. I love it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place. If you have any questions or comments about Castaway Cay, post in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. But that'll do it from the private island. Had a blast, and we'll see you next time. I think we're gonna go upstairs to deck 11 there and do the aqua dunk, right, Molly? Come on, look how fun that looks. Anyway, guys, see you later.